Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Wild. Your girl Tay here, and today we are getting into another episode of Naked and Afraid, but this time it's the fan edition of 14-day challenge. Okay, I like the fan edition. It gives the fans a chance to jump in there, and some of the fans, like myself, we're not gonna do nothing like that, okay, to the extreme. So it's great to see other fans that are willing to go on the show and do this type of stuff, okay? Period. And we got another black man. Yeah. I ain't see a black woman yet, now. But we got another black man on the episode, so I'm really excited. I'm really happy, okay? Now, this is season 11, episode 10, Bahama drama. So, let's get into it. Let me put my daggone glasses on. Y'all already know the routine. So we have Darren. He is 33. He's a hiker and backpacker. He wants to prove that African Americans can be in the wilderness, So I get it. I love it. You period. That's it. Diversity on the show. I'm loving it. He has built fires and shelters before, so he thinks he's prepared. He's starting off with a PSR of 5.0. Now Morgan, she's 24. She's a climber. Likes to climb mountains. She can make fire and build shelters, and she's an okay swimmer, but she is scared of fish, and she's starting off with a PSR of 5.1. Before being dumped in the wilderness, the fans receive some basic fire and shelter building training, so that's always great, especially if they never been in this type of wilderness before. Their location, they're in the Andros Islands in the Bahamas. They have some dense pine groves with a lot of sharp limestone where land crabs live. It's hurricane season, which means it could be potentially a lot of rain. And you already know, lots of rain, lots of water, lots of moisture, lots of mosquitoes. You already know how this is finna go. Okay, so let's get into the days. Day 1, they start off and try to find a place to camp. Morgan said the sharp limestone feels like walking on broken glass while they were trying to find a camp. So they stopped. They got some vines called love vines, and they took a bunch of it, wrapped it around their feet, tied it, and continued on their journey. It was great, They found a watering hole, but it was so salty. They found another one. Darren tasted it. He said it wasn't too salty, so they took some of that with them. Morgan wants to make a lean-to shelter near the water, and Darren said it may be a lot of bugs, so he didn't really want to, build the shelter there, but they did it anyway, and they stayed in that area near the water that they found. Okay, when they were building the shelter, they worked well as a team. Jaron wants to start a fire because the mosquitoes started to come out. He got it started pretty quickly. They boiled the water, and they said it was still salty. Okay, salt water can cause dehydration. They do not need that out there when they're trying to survive. Darren drank some of it. Morgan said, nope, I'll just wait till tomorrow until we can find some fresher water. Night 1, the mosquitoes tore them up. Morgan had so many small little bumps and whelps on her. Darren, he's black. You could see the whelps, but as far as Morgan, she's a Caucasian woman, the little red marks, you could just see them everywhere. I felt so bad for it. It was a mess. And they went out to go find some water and to find something that they could burn to cause more of a smoldering, smoky, because they had the fire going, but it wasn't smoky enough, okay? So they find some good fibrous root of the palm tree, okay, that they can burn, and it's almost like the husk of a coconut, which also burns well. They made 3 fires around the camp that smoked really good. Darren got a real bad cramp in his abdomen. He thought it was because he drank that salty water, so they went out to go find some fresher water. 1 hour in, no water. 2 hours in, they found a small watering hole. The water wasn't salty, so they finally found some fresh water that they was able to boil, okay? Night 2, the fires worked. All 3 of the fires that they had, no mosquitoes. So day 3, Darren lost the fire starter. He isn't too worried about it, but Morgan's stressing out. Like, she's like, oh my God. And Darren's like, look, I wasn't going to use it like every couple of days. I wanted to use it to get one fire started and then, you know, continue to keep the fire going. It starts to rain. And Morgan had went off to take a walk, and it started raining. She went back to the camp. She was like, Darren, is the fire still going? He was like, yeah. And she started crying and getting emotional. Girl, you had a good teammate. He made sure since he lost the fire starter that he continued and tried to keep the fire going while it was raining, and he did. He kept it going, and then the rain stopped. So day 4, they're hungry. They want to try to spear fish. Darren makes a spear. Morgan isn't getting in the water. You already know. She's looking in the water for the fish as Darren is in the water and telling him, you know, where's some fish. They found a barracuda. It got away. Day 7, they go out to find some land crabs, but it was difficult because these land crabs can have their burrows. Like 6 feet under the limestone. Darren, like, Morgan was like, I don't want to put my hand in there. Darren do it. And Darren was like, I don't want to risk it either. So they left with no crabs. Day 8, they got brave enough to try to grab the crabs. Darren got pinched, okay? Now these male crabs, their huge claws can sever a toe. So, you know, he got nipped a little. It let go, okay? So he got lucky. Night 8, they woke up to find a crab walking through their camp, so they got it. And one crab provides about 140 calories, okay? Day 11, Darren goes out on a hunt for some more crabs, got another one. The rain starts again. Morgan gets lost while walking through the wild on her own, but she can hear Darren, but she can't see him, and she was all the way on the opposite side. Like, it was hit the camp, then it was the body of water, and then she's on the other side. So Darren was like, he's gonna make it his responsibility to guide them on extraction day. But that didn't even go as planned. Okay, day 13, Morgan talks about how she's scared of swimming in the water. Darren takes her out to try to get in the water and stuff. She got in the water, but she didn't want to go all the way out. She said no, got out. Darren tries to get a crab that was halfway in its barrow, and while trying to spear it, he hurt his eye. It was like some thorny branches right there, so when he went to go stab it, like the thorny branches like smacked and went all in, like got him in the eye, okay? They called in a medic. His eye was really red and puffy. She put some antibiotic ointment in it, and you know, just said it was some irritation. She didn't want any light to get to it or any water. They didn't have to medically tap him out. Now Morgan is so bad, she made a eye leaf patch for him, so that was great. Now day 14, now that happened the day before extraction. That was just crazy. So day 14, extraction day. Darren's eye is now blurry. They had to walk 5 miles through the rough Andros Island bush, walk through some poison wood trees that the sap can cause blisters. Once they reached the coast, they had to swim a half a mile out on the open ocean to get extracted, which is home of some reef sharks and barracudas, okay? Now, since Darren's eyes are messed up, Morgan is guiding them. Now, Darren say, I'm gonna be in charge. She gets lost way too much. Nope, it was Morgan's responsibility. And as they were walking, she was like, let's go this way. Like, period, through the whole track. She's guiding them. Darren is so nervous. 5 miles into the journey, they finally found the coast. Now they have to swim. Morgan was really scared, but she went out there. She did it. Darren was fighting the waves. The water was getting in his eye. He said it was burning and all of that, but they finally made it to their extraction site. It was extracted. I love their teamwork. I hope they would love to come back because they were a great team. So, weight loss and the final PSRs. Darren lost 25 pounds and his PSR went up to 5.9. Morgan lost 18 pounds and hers went up to 5.9. I really enjoyed this episode. But you can watch Naked and Afraid on Discovery Channel or Discovery Go. Follow me on all social media at Let's Talk Wild. You already know. And go to my channel and watch some more videos. I got more like this if you like it. Okay? Bye.